All right, talkers, where do we start? I mean, where do we start today? We got a ton of tea. We got, like a confessional video. I'll tell you, Olivia Plath. Okay. She brought it to the interwebs. She brought it to TikTok. She she collected Kim Plath all the way and Barry last week, but it's still trending. And I think this is a very bad sign for the future of Olivia Plath being on Welcome to Plathville. I'll tell you about that. But let's start with the family Chantel. Okay. So the family Chantel, we haven't heard from them in a hot second. Chantel and Pedro, famously from the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. They got married, they started a life, and they actually managed to get a spinoff a couple of years ago, which is very hard to do. Spinoff, you've got to have compelling friends, family. You got to bring the drama. You've got to be just like enough, but not too crazy. Currently, Jasmine and Gino are campaigning to get their spinoff. And I know you guys are going, well, how do you know that, Sarah? I don't. It's a prediction. I don't know. But I think Jasmine is here in Michigan. We learned that last night, 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Day Tell-All. I'll get to that because I found it to be extremely boring, but that's just me. She's here in Michigan. They've been together for many years. They're absolutely together, and she's great on social media. She's campaigning to remain on the network. I think a lot of their storyline is fake or fabricated. Hence last night about her sex tape. But again, I'll get into all that detail. But, you have to lobby for it. Start Darcy and Stacey, twins, identical twins that are in their 40s, dating guys that are 30 years old. You got to have an angle. And Pedro and Chantel were kind of like, they were some of the first to get their own spinoff. And mostly because Pedro's mom's a trip. Chantel's parents are a trip. Winter. And, people had a lot of opinions on Chantel, but we are getting a 5th season. Now, this is sort of being marketed as the final season. We'll see if it in fact is. I think it depends on the ratings. I think people would like to still follow Chantel. I think people would still like to follow Pedro. And certainly I want to know if they're going to address Drake sliding into Chantel's DMs on season 5. But anyway, let's actually listen to the trailer. The trailer is so good. It's giving me Real Housewives of New Jersey vibes. It's giving me threatening, we're going to have fights vibes. Okay, let's actually watch. Okay.
Me and Chantel are going to meet the person for the first time.
Okay.
In 9 months.
Going through this divorce has been the hardest time of my life.
The goal of the family Chantel is do my life in America. Them.
Oh.
All of them.
Awesome.
So I understand you guys are getting divorced.
Yes, thanks God.
Thank God.
Never forget how it feels to be betrayed by someone that you love so much.
Oh, all right.
And now he's going to get what's coming.
Chantel was the first person they dated, the first person that had sex. But right now,
forgot that.
they're divorced. I want to be free.
Yeah. Get out there and get it, honey.
You guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Karima.
I knew something was up.
Had it up to here.
Okay.
It was hard along with my divorce.
Okay.
I hear you sorry about this. The other day you was honest to me. And when the people is honest, they get clapped,
Oh, fight. Oh, my Lord.
I'm meeting with the PI because Pedro has really
A PI.
And I don't think that he should just walk away scot-free.
For years, Karen been chasing me behind me all the time, trying to make me deported.
Ella no sabe con quién se mete.
Oh.
Package from Santo Domingo, and I'm scared. You're scaring me. I'm going to go to Santo Domingo and tell Pedro and his whole family that we are done.
Are you going by yourself? I don't think so.
I can't wait to finish it.
all of the lies.
He's really
all
done.
the deceiving. This all ends now.
You want to believe that using you, believe that using you.
That's what you did, Pedro.
I about people.
You were with another one.
I was in love with you.
Oh, all right. We can't wait. All goes down November 5th on TLC, 9 p.m. Are you going to be watching Family Chantel season 5? You know I am. I can't wait. Another show to recap. I'm so interested. I can't wait. It's going to be an explosive season. Everything seemed real to me until they got like some mysterious package threatening them, and then they decide that they're going to go see Pedro. I mean, come on, please. Don't we think that was a little set up? Yes. But I mean, Pedro's like really over her. He's over her online. He's over her in finding somebody else. So there you go, Family Chantel. Let's talk about Welcome to Plathville. Huge season currently going down. Another season I think is phenomenal. I think is living up to the hype. Now, I said this, I don't feel like the groundswell is as there on this show as it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was because we were in COVID at the time and people were consumed with shows. I don't feel like people are as into it. But if you didn't watch on my Instagram page, on my TikTok page this week, Olivia Plath put up a video, a 10-minute or I guess watch it while you're pooping. I mean, it's going to take a while. She put up a video and she goes into more depth about the whole credit card incident of Kim Plath using Ethan's credit cards to benefit her. Okay. I'll give you the very abbreviated 2-minute or less version. On the end of season 4, very final episode, basically we get to the bottom of why Olivia doesn't like Kim. And the reason is that after they got married, Olivia took over their finances, was going through their credit cards and goes, hey, all these MLM products, these hair products and skincare products are on your credit card. Do you still want them? He says, no, my mom set that up. I'm part of her MLM. She wasn't getting enough downstream business. So she asked me to open an account on my credit card. And don't worry, I was going to get the points and all these free products every month. But I don't need them anymore. So Olivia cancels the subscription, changes the password for the credit card. And Kim is like, well, what's the deal, bitch? Like, I need my MLM points. And Olivia goes, no, we're married now. We're not doing it. So Kim and Barry apparently, okay, so Kim and Barry are furious. They won't give them the new password. And then Kim and Barry go around Cairo and they say that Olivia Plath is trying to sue them because Olivia put together an invoice, because part of this was Kim said, I'll pay you back, or like pay you a portion of the MLM money I make. You'll get points. And she didn't do either of those. Okay. So essentially Olivia tells Ethan, hey, she's stealing from you. Now, meanwhile, she's doing this entire video with no wedding ring on, which, I'll get to that. So anyway, Olivia presents them with an invoice. Kim and Barry didn't like that. Honey, they stopped educating their kids at 6th grade for a reason. Okay. So they couldn't do invoices. Well, Olivia is savvy. She owns her own business. She put together an invoice. She says that she presented it to Kim and Barry. They were furious. They told everybody around town that Ethan and Olivia were suing them. And then producers got involved. And essentially, they would not start filming season, I think it was like 2. Oh, it was season 2. Kim and Barry said, we're not filming season 2 until Olivia drops this. So producers went to her and said, hey, come on, you're a team player. Leave this alone. We stop doing this. And she's like, no, she held her guns. So in order to start filming, and I think to kind of like get Olivia and Ethan on board, Kim and Barry call Ethan and go, come on over. We have a check for you. Give him the check and basically say, best of luck, like, screwing us, like, thanks a lot. Okay. She has a whole different thing that he's like Barry's famous line, but basically saying to their son, like, screw you for doing this, So it was hot. It was hot. It was detailed. She was not wearing her wedding ring. And I'm going to be honest. I have 2 predictions now from this video. One, I actually think she's done with Welcome to Plathville. I think that their marriage is done. I do. And it pains me to say that because I predicted it years ago. But she's changed so much as a person. They've traveled the world. I think he adores her, but I do think they are back separated. I do. I just think there's something for her that's not fulfilling. I don't know why at this point, unless you have some sort of allergic reaction to the metals, why you're not wearing any sort of wedding band, if in fact they were together. And Olivia really makes a stance about kind of preaching this transparency and living your life, to the fullest of who you are and being authentic. And I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe she's fooling us by not wearing a wedding band, but I don't think she's that type of gal. And I also think that she's coming out saying this, and production, they don't want her to say this because I think she's really done with the show. I do. I don't know. She's been on my show twice, once with Ethan, once solo. You can certainly go listen. And by the way, I'm going to air Max Kalschmidt, who is Mariah's ex, and we'll get into that. Mariah's ex this Sunday. So be subscribing to the Sarah Fraser Show. I'm sure many of you are, and I am very grateful. But I think she's done with the show, which is why she did that video. Because she goes, well, I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but, oh, well, this is my transparency. I think, but she also says something very telling in the video, which is, I'm no longer associated with any of them. And I just took that as, she's really she's really done with them. And that also includes her marriage. We'll see. Her sister came out, not Lydia that you see on the show this season, but another sister who she says she's not that close with, came out and goes, oh, you're going to see at the end of season 5 that Ethan and Olivia are separated.